Hello everybody, this is Andrew Prokowski checking in again from the fish room. Today's video is going to be about my Endler's Livebearers. The scientific name here is Poecilia wingei. This is a really small livebearer. The males are approximately an inch long and the females up to about an inch and a quarter. They are ovoviviparous, which means that they have eggs that hatch internally and the young feed on yolk sacs as they grow prior to birth, in contrast to my guppyids that you typically see from me, which feed via the trophotania, and not so much from the yolk sac. So true viviparity. Doesn't mean these guys are any less cool. I am a fan of the poeciliids as well. They can handle ambient temperature, but prefer it slightly warmer. Hard water is also preferred. The species was actually described in 2005. Prior to that, it was considered to be a regional variant of Poecilia reticulata, which is another name for, it's the scientific name for the common guppy. The common name of Endler is actually for Dr. John Endler, who had rediscovered the species back in 1975. Prior to that, it had originally been collected, or it was originally discovered in 1937 by a guy named Franklin F. Boyd. Just trying to get him in focus. See, this is the black bar variant. The species is endemic to northeastern Venezuela in the state of Sucre. The guppies are actually found in a much broader range in northern South America, but they have also been introduced as an invasive species, seemingly worldwide. As Ed mentioned, I am maintaining two different types, both considered to be Class N Endlers. These ones right here that are closest, those are the Blue Star Endler, and you can see in the adjacent tank I have some Black Bar Endlers. When I talk about the classes, although it's not fully confirmed, Class N would be considered a true, pure Poecilia wingei from an actual collection, and there are domestic strains that have been created through line breeding, but they are still pure wingei. The Class P, because there are three classes, Class P looks to be pure, but it's an unconfirmed status. Class K would be the ones that are actually hybridized with either Poecilia reticulata or Poecilia obscura, but it's still phenotypically characteristic of a wingei. So those are things that you find a little bit more common because they so readily hybridize. One of the more common Class K Endlers that you'll see in pet stores is the Tiger Endler. Alright, here we have the Black Bar Endlers. This strain originated in the Cumana region in the western part of Sucre, and developed in the U.S. by Adrian Hernandez. It's also known as the Cumana guppy, and it is a stunning little fish. Love it, love it. See if we can get some close-ups of them without losing focus too much. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. It's a nice male right there. Love it, love it. Black Bar Endler. The Blue Star Endlers, they actually originated in the Campoma region, which is east of Cumana, near the base of the Paria Peninsula. And they were descended from a collection that was done by European hobbyists a few years after the original Cumana Endlers were collected. So this domestic strain, this was actually developed in Europe, but is still considered N class, at least by most. It is said that there are some that believe that the Campoma guppies are actually hybridized with reticulata, or there is some reticulata DNA in there, but I don't know if that's confirmed. You can see a Cumana fry down in the next tank. Wonderful. The black bar Endlers, I actually received them from my friend Jeremy DeRoos, also known as Sergeant Tanks. He's an awesome guy. And then these blue star Endlers, these are a recent acquisition from my last Chicago Livebearer Society Club meeting. So as you can see, I got a decent group to start with, and I'm very excited to see how they grow out. If you guys like what I'm doing, hit like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to post more updates in the future.